Psychomania.
Sounds good.
You've heard me talk about it. Basically 7 bikers are out cruising around. They get their kicks out of riding their bikes through town square in, basically what we would call downtown. Only it's in, this whole thing takes place in the UK. This is all out of Great Britain. And the storyline, before we even get into what the bikers are into, the storyline is, it follows the leader of the gang, Tom, and his mother, who's actually like a psychic, spiritualist. She can talk to dead people, and that's how she makes a living. Well, their butler, Shadwell's kind of off, and there's something off about him. But you don't really find out until the end.
Well, don't give it away.
No. But I will say this to you. I don't want to spoil it. George Sanders, this was his final film before he passed away. The movie came out somewhere between 72 and 1974. I can't get a clear, direct answer because the VHS copy I had said copyright 1972. But then if you go back and read Google or whatever it is, Google says 1973. But then if you go back and you read when it was released, it wasn't even released in the United States until January 1st, 1974. And then it went under a whole nother name called the Death Wheelers. So, it's a fucking crazy movie. I don't know what they were going for. I think they were trying to add some horror, but there's not one drop of blood that I've ever seen. And the scares are very, I gotta be honest, it's almost like Ernest Scared Stupid. But at the same time, it was done with a lot of class. So the movie keeps you going. It keeps you watching. It's not like one of these, oh, this is just boring, this is stupid. There's a lot of it where you're like, okay, what's next? And it does keep you going. But on the scare factor, well, everybody's got their star system. I like to work on more of a biometric system here. So, on the gore meter, I would give this one about a 1.
So I don't have to hide it.
Not this time, no. But on the scare factor, I would give it at least a 3. It really kicks into gear right from the minute you start watching. You're like, what the fuck is this? And you're left questioning that all the way through the credits. Because at the end of the movie, the first time I saw this, I had the same reaction as I had with Pink Floyd The Wall. What the fuck did I just watch?
Okay.
The 70s were such a great time for that. I mean, go ahead and look at the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. I was on acid and I watched it sober. There's just no right way to watch that movie. And I'm still questioning what the fuck I just watched. And what the fuck is a blue meanie? Then again, I think we got our answer. Take a look at the United States in 2023. Who the fuck are the blue meanies? Hey, I'm a red stallion. You can't fault me for not noticing. Now, it also stars Burl Reed, Nikki Henson, Mary Larkin, Roy Holder, Robert Hardy, and Patrick Holt. And then Dennis Gilmore. Not related to David Gilmour of Pink Floyd, although that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, darn.
But, basically this gang gets their kicks out of spending most of their days hanging down by the Seven Witches. The Seven Witches is this movie's version of, that English deal with the stones. Hengstone or whatever it's called. Wow, I'm really off my wagon tonight. Yeah, Hedgestone. But they hide down by the Seven Witches, and they call it the Seven Witches because the story is these 7 witches made a pact with the devil. they went back on their word. They broke their pact with the devil, so Satan turned them all to stone, to forever remain there, all of eternity, as blocks of stone. When they're not riding around through there, they're usually downtown, riding through like grocery store areas and common areas. And when they're not riding through the commons, they're taking switchblades out and dragging them across cars, tires, and wheel wells as they're driving down the road. And when they're not doing that, they're playing chicken with all their automobiles, chasing them off the road.
Sounds like a nice group of kids.
They would fit in perfectly in 2023.
Kind of sounds like it.
We just call them Antifa. So, with that, and no more delay, let's get to the Death Wheelers. Or as I know it better, and my friends in Great Britain would know it, Psychomania.
Well, he's on the hook. Do we let him go?
No. Teach him a lesson.
Yeah. Blow his mind. Yeah. Abby? You game?
Why not?
Hello, little green friend. Gently there. I won't hurt you.
Tom, what are you doing? Tom, are you all right? Tom, you're not human. I'm sorry, but sometimes I just don't understand you. One minute you want to make love to me, the next minute you don't even notice if I'm there. Sometimes you scare me.
It's not me that scares you. It's the world. Let's get out of it, Abby. Let's cross over.
Cross over?
To the other side.
How do we do that?
We kill ourselves.
Oh, Tom. Not that again.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
Well, I promised. I promised my mother I'd help her go shopping in the morning. Besides, we'd miss all this.
But we'll come back. It'll be even better.
You mustn't cry, Mummy.
No, darling. I'm sorry. I'll try.
I'm happy here. I miss you all, of course. But, Mummy, you mustn't be sad for me. It's so lovely. I couldn't be happier.
May we ask him?
Over 100 years old.
Maximus leopardus, isn't it?
Yes, the tree climbing variety. They're very rare now. They're usually only found in graveyards.
That's right.
Anyone taking a Maximus leopardus from a graveyard is either foolhardy or ignorant.
You're always saying I'm foolhardy. But I'm not ignorant, Shadwell.
Except about certain things.
3 things. So answer me. Why did my father die in that locked room? Why do you never get any older, Shadwell? And what is the secret of the living dead?
Why do you ask me these questions? You've already decided to force an answer out of your mother tonight.
I have to go now. Goodbye, Mummy.
Bye, darling.
Daddy.
Goodbye, Susie.
Granny.
Goodbye, lovey.
Grandfather.
Goodbye, baby.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Are you all right, Mrs. Latham?
Do you mind? Rest now. Now. relax and start to breathe deeply. Rest. You're going to go into a nice, deep sleep. A deep, deep sleep.
Wasn't you wonderful?
Do you think we can go, or just wait?
I'll speak to him. I understand that Mrs. Latham never accepts any payment.
No, we're only servants of a greater power.
There's a present we'd like her to have.
No, thank you.
It's been in our family for generations.
No, thank you.
Please.
No!
I insist. You
Get
must
out!
take it.
Get out! All of you!
I'm sorry.
Oh, get out!
In you go, little green friend.
Hello, darling.
Good evening, Mother. I hear it went very well tonight.
Yes, it did. All except for one thing. I had a telephone call from the police.
The word, Mother, is fuzz.
I don't know what you and your gang of delinquents have been up to, but if you get into any more trouble, you're going to be arrested.
The word, Mother, is busted.
Oh, Tom. Tom. You're up to something, aren't you?
Everybody dies, don't they? But some come back. Isn't that so?
You tried to get into the locked room today, didn't you?
How do the dead come back, Mother? What's the secret?
Oh, Tom, don't go on with this. You don't know enough. That room's been locked for 18 years.
And my father's been dead for 18 years. You know why the fuzz called, Mother? We blew a fellow's mind. It was beautiful. Should have been there. He went right through the windscreen. It's great fun. But just you wait till you hear what we've got planned for tomorrow night.
You're threatening me, aren't you?
You want me to behave, Mother? Then give me the secret.
I think we should give him the key.
Can't. That room could destroy him.
Not with this protection.
Will the room give me the secret?
May. It depends on you.
On what you are. If you're afraid, we won't think any less of you.
I'm not chickening out, Shadwell.
pulse is a bit slow, but that's quite usual in shock.
Oh, no. His father's glasses. If only he'd had more courage.
If he'd had more courage, he'd be with you now.
I warned him. I said, Charles, don't try. Don't cross over. You haven't got the faith to come back.
At the last moment, he must have had doubts.
I said, when you die, you've got to believe that you're going to come back. You've got to believe that with all your being.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you very much.
What we do now, then?
I don't know. What's the fastest anybody's done on the motorway?
95?
And then you woke up.
You must be dreaming out of your cotton-picking mind.
Today we do the ton. And hold it.
But that's suicide.
So.
Well, hell, you've got to go sometime. Which way, Tom?
Through the town first, I think.
Oh, look.
I'm Abby Holman.
Mrs. Latham is expecting you. Miss Abby Holman, madam.
So, you're Tom's girlfriend.
I hope you didn't mind my asking to see you.
Won't you sit down? You're not at all what I expected. I mean, you're wearing a dress.
You're probably wondering why I came here.
You were with him when it happened, weren't you?
Yes.
Tell me, was it an accident? Don't you know, or don't you want to tell me?
It wasn't an accident.
He killed himself.
Mrs. Latham, why would Tom want to kill himself?
Sherry.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Shadwell. Now, what did you want to see me about, Abby?
Well, this may sound strange, but we'd like to bury Tom in our own way.
What do you think, Shadwell?
Well, it's a little unusual, madam, but I think it's what Tom would have wanted.
Very well.
Where will you bury him?
Down at the Seven Witches.
Oh, good. You know the legend?
Yes, some witches were supposed to have been turned into stone, weren't they?
Yes, you see, they broke a bargain that they'd made with superior powers. They had to be punished. Good day, Miss Holman.
He's coming back, isn't he?
Yes. You want him back.
Yes, God help me, I do.
And the world never knew his name, but the chosen few know of his fame. Come join his company, riding free. He really got it on. He rode that sweet machine. just like a bomb. He felt her in his soul, but no one there could find him. So he left those fools behind him with a feeling that they could not understand. He took away his life with his own hand, and the world never knew his name. But the chosen few know of his fame. Come join his company, riding free. They tried to tie him down, to make him place his 2 feet on the ground. How could they treat him so? To ride was more than living, but taking more than giving. They tried to clip his wings just like a fly. So instead of standing still, he chose to die. Through a mean and dusty bend, he leans her ever inward like a friend. He rides her to the ground, his heels the black earth jetting, a haze of blue smoke fretting, while the holy sound of revving fills the sky. You can see the ghostly rider passing by, and the world never knew his name. But the chosen few know of his fame. Come join his company, riding free. And the world never knew his name, but the chosen few know of his fame. Come join his company, riding free, riding free, riding free.
Wait. I'm taking over as leader. He's not buried yet.
Who's this geezer?
Shadwell. He works for Tom's mother.
Excellent. I want to bury this with Tom.
What's in it?
Thank you.
Is that all?
For the moment.
They tried to tie him down, to make him place his 2 feet on the ground. How could they treat him so? To ride was more than living, but taking more than giving. They tried to clip his wings just like a fly. So instead of standing still, he chose to die. And the world never knew his name, but the chosen chosen few know of his fame. Come join his company, riding free, riding free, riding free.
Black. We haven't got a spare. I'll have to go back to the garage.
Cut across the Seven Witches. It'll save you 10 minutes. You're not afraid, are you?
Right. That'll be 66.
Now, look, I'm sick of you Tanner boys trying that trick on me. Now, you pay up, or else.
What are you going to do? Kill me?
I'll teach you a lesson, you long-eared git.
I don't have to take that sort of talk anymore. Not from anybody. You got a phone?
Yeah, we sell beer too.
Okay. I'll try a pint. Where's the phone then?
Round the corner.
Hello.
Hello.
Got any change for the phone?
Help yourself, then.
Why'd you do that?
Just buying a ride on his bike.
Shadwell, I don't want to see anyone tonight.
Very good, madam. Latha Vanna. Shadwell.
Hello, Shadwell.
Good evening, Tom.
I made it, Shadwell.
We all knew you would. How did it feel to be back?
Splendid. Enjoying every minute. Is my mother there?
Hello, Tom.
Hello, darling.
How are you? Are you all right?
Well, I'm dead, Mother. But apart from that, I couldn't be better.
Am I going to see you?
I've got one or two things I'd like to do. But I'll try and pop around sometime. Goodbye, Mother. That'll be 16. This one's on the house. I said 16, Sonny.
He's with me.
That's right. Yes. Yes, well, thanks very much. Ta-ra, love.
Hey, I thought we were going somewhere.
No, I'm sorry, love. I've got to go somewhere special tonight.
Oh, I'm not classy enough. Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't mean that at all.
What about my money? That was good enough for you.
Sure. And I'm very grateful. It's just that I can't take you anywhere tonight.
I'm coming for a ride.
Look, I'm not going to argue. Just be a good girl and get off the bike.
Nope, I'm staying.
You silly little fool! For God's sake, the police, quick!
Evening, Inspector. Sorry to interrupt your card game. It's all right, Sergeant. I was losing anyway. Stand aside, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Who made the call?
I did. I told her not to go with them. But she would.
Go with who?
One of that bike gang. The living dead, they call themselves.
That lot.
Did the fuzz come to your house last night, too?
Yeah. Right. Who the hell did it then, eh? That's it. Where was you last night? Why does everybody think it's me?
The police said one of us killed them, and it wasn't me.
Yeah. Well, who did it then, eh? I was playing at a gig last night. I was shacked up at a motel. Hinky, dropped me out. I was watching telly all night.
Did any of you ask the fuzz what the killer looked like? Well, I did. They described Tom. Right down to his name tag. Someone's dug him up. Someone's dug him up and took his bike.
And pinched his clothes. Yeah. And then did the killing. Making it look like one of us. Well, when we get him, I'll kill him!
Don't you know me, Abby? Morning, Hinky. Gash. Shop meat. Jane. Bertram. Hatchet.
Look, Tom Latham's dead. I'm the leader of this gang now. Who are you?
I'm Tom. I've come back. Like I told you, Abby, it can be done. And here I am to prove it. Any of you could do it if you wanted to. There's only one condition. You have to believe you're going to come back. Believe enough so that you really want to die. That's all there is to it.
Maybe. But that doesn't prove you're Tom Latham, does it? Tom!
And another thing. You can only die once. After that, nothing and nobody can harm you.
Oh, man, what are you waiting for?
My shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
My wife would like a last look at our daughter. Yes, of course.
Teach him a lesson.
Hello, Abby.
Oh, 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 I missed you. Jane and Hinky, what happened to them?
Hinky isn't coming back. At the last moment, he hesitated. died.
And Jane?
She's out there.
Tom, she's dead.
Of course. Some of my best friends are dead.
Hey, look! No hands!
You two must be having fun.
Come with us, Abby.
Supposing at the last moment I was frightened, like Hinky.
I need you, Abby. If I had you, I'd have everything.
Oh, if only I could believe that.
From the look of those skid marks, something must have forced him over. Did you get anything out of the witnesses?
Yes, sir. Exactly the same story from all of them. Two motorcyclists jabbing at his tire with a knife.
Any identification?
Yeah, they're living dead again.
All right, they've had it this time. This is a murder charge. Pull them all in.
Right, sir. Message from the station, Inspector.
Yes, Sergeant.
They brought in all the gang.
Right.
Roger.
That's bloody odd. Get after them!
XUN
993.
993.
YGJ.
YGJ.
570. No, 670.
67G.
It's the Latham house. Drive in.
YGJ 67G. Check those registrations, please, and give them priority.
But my son is dead, Inspector.
Yes, I know. But this is the only place those motorbikes could have gone.
Shadwell, have any of Tom's friends been here?
No, madam.
Is it important?
Very. It's murder.
What can I do to help you?
The thing is, Mrs. Latham, an outbreak like this doesn't just happen. There's always something behind it. Now,
ever since your son died. I'm sorry.
Please go on.
First, your son was killed. The following night, someone wearing your son's clothes murdered 5 people. 3 days later, 2 more of your son's gang died, a boy and a girl. This afternoon, there was another killing. Immediately after, the girl's body disappeared from her coffin.
He must have...
Inspector, Mrs. Latham has been under a great strain.
The girl means something to you, doesn't she, Mrs. Latham?
They must warn her family. They must have nothing to do with her.
Madam, you must rest.
Please tell them, Inspector, please. If that girl comes back, they must have nothing to do with her. It's evil. Please tell them, Inspector, please.
Yes, of course I will. Now, don't worry. I suppose everyone has their breaking point. I'm sorry, I should have realized what a shock it's been.
Yes, it has.
Thank you.
We've checked on the owners of those bikes, sir.
Well?
Well, they belong to Tom Latham and Jane Pettibone, the young woman whose body disappeared this afternoon.
Pigs! Pigs! We're going to kill you! Do you hear? We're going to cut you to bits!
Belt up, Hatchet. We're in enough trouble as it is.
But we ain't done nothing. We're innocent. It's a murder charge. 20 years, you know? Pick up 2.
You're a fine lot. Do you really think Tom will let us take the rap for him?
What can he do? We're in jail.
So,
So what can he do?
when you come back, you can do anything. Remember?
Who the hell's making all that noise? What the hell do you think you're up to?
Can't we give ourselves up? We've been naughty.
Yes, well, you're up to your neck in trouble now.
Shall I close the door?
Yes, please, love. Now, I'm booking you both for a breach of the peace.
Oh, that's terrible. Which way to the cell?
Names?
Yes.
Please.
Tom Latham.
And Jane Pettibone.
Addresses?
Care of the cemetery will find us.
Being funny isn't going to help you, miss.
What the blazes? What's going on in
They
there?
just rode.
I want to have a talk with you two. Where did you get these machines?
Tom?
Well, have you made up your mind yet?
Yes. I'm coming with you.
sorry.
Thank you. Is that your bike?
Yeah, do you like it?
Bet it's fast.
Would you like to... Sorry. Gotta go.
Hey, Constable! That's my bike.
Is it now? Then come on down here.
Okay.
How'd you go? Go!
Hey, on this!
I'm a police inspector.
Then I'm alive.
Yes. You were lucky. Why? Why should a young, pretty girl want to die? Why should any of them want to kill themselves?
The others, are they...
Yes. All of them.
You mind which one we start with?
Ah, it's all the same to me. 3, is it?
No, sir. There's been another one.
4. Bloody workhorse, that's what I am. Go on, let's get started. Come on, let me cut. All right. All right, lift. No marks of violence. Probable cause of death, drowning. See if he's got any water in his lungs.
Yes, sir. What the hell can that be?
Why don't you go and find out? There's not much doubt about that.
It's for you, Doctor, your wife. She says it's urgent.
Oh, last. Let's pour that into a beaker and stick a label on it, will you?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Are you deaf or something?
I'm sorry, my love. There's nothing I can do about it. Just have to stop with that.
Hello? Who's calling, please? I'm afraid Miss Holman died last night.
She's dead, Shadwell.
You must be very happy.
Happy? She's made it, Mother. She's dead.
Oh, my God, that poor girl.
Cheer up. This is the happiest day of my life. What's the matter? Mother?
What are you going to do now? What are you all going to do next?
Oh, there's lots to be done. For starters, do you know how many policemen there are? And judges, teachers, preachers, do-gooders.
You mean the entire establishment?
Right. And if I run out of ideas, Hatchet has a program. Oh, yes. There's lots to be done.
The reason I told them you were dead is that I want to set a trap. With your help.
I'm so glad I didn't die.
It was very close. Now, listen to me, Abby. Whoever dug up Tom Latham's body and took Jane Pettibone from her coffin also stole those 4 bodies from the morgue. Now, they were all members of the same gang. Your gang. You are the last of them. If whoever they may be thinks that you are dead, I'm certain they'll come for your body, too. That's when we'll get them.
But I'm not dead.
I've announced that you are. I want to take your body to the morgue and see what'll happen. Now, will you do it? Nothing will happen to you, Abby. I promise we'll take every possible precaution.
Inspector,
Uh-huh.
if you love somebody but didn't want to see them anymore, what would you do? Would you meet them and tell them? Or would you just go away?
Well, it would be more honest to tell them to their face.
Yes.
You caught on yet? We got all the time there is. All eternity.
Look out, Gene.
It's easy to kill live people. Watch this.
Well, what do we do now?
I've always fancied driving through a brick wall. How about you?
Why not? Where are we going?
My place. I'll take the right wall, you take the left.
What happened?
My back wheel skidded.
Liar. You're not dead.
That's what I was trying to tell you, Tom. I don't want to die.
must stop him.
You can't.
I must.
You made a bargain. It was for all time.
I'm going to break that bargain.
I still want you, Abby.
I can't kill myself.
I won't let you go. If we kill you, you can never come back. But if you do it, we'll be together. Forever.
I want to go on living.
No. You've got 3 minutes to decide.
Now, you're quite sure, Meryl.
Yes,
And you know what you will become.
yes,
And that it will be for all eternity.
yes.
And that your son was a part of our bargain and that he will have to pay too.
It was his own doing.
And so, Mr. Sanders, or Shadwell, walks off into the distance. Mother has become a tree-climbing toad, and the Living Dead gang has all turned to stone, leaving poor Abby to sit there and cry by herself. I gotta tell you, Pim, like, the ending, really, for this kind of a film, the ending is really good. I like how they just leave it very blank, just like, you know what? Play with the devil and you're going to get burned. You know?
The butler was the devil.
Mm-hmm. Now, interesting fact. In 1971, when they first started shooting for this film, right? Fucking, it went under the title The Living Dead. Now, how they could have done that unnoticed, knowing with the height and the popularity of George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, but it was the 70s. I mean, that copyright infringement bullshit didn't even start until 1977. You know? I think it was like February 2nd, 1977, that our legislator had nothing better to do. The country was in such great shape in 1977 that we had time to worry about petty, frivolous bullshit. Gee, and you'll wonder why America looks like it does. That being said, it was funny because the mall scenes where they were terrorizing the people throughout the whole film, that shop is still there to this day, except that they in the mid 80s, they tore it down and rebuilt the whole thing. So that shopping center is still there. It's just not the same shopping center. They rebuilt it. It's got a new name now. But one thing that's funny is John Cameron, not to be confused with James Cameron from the Terminator franchise. John Cameron, who did the soundtrack for this, he actually sat there with a group of just beatnik, frickin' hippie musicians in a studio that hadn't been fixed up or refurbished or had anything new put in it since before the Second World War, right? So they're playing with all this old equipment, and they're like trying to do shit inside the piano to like hum it more, and what the outcome for the soundtrack for this movie was so amazing that in early 1975 they had released a 7-inch LP. You know what I'm talking about, the real small records?
Yeah. 45?
Yeah. They released 2 copies, well, not 2 copies, but 2 songs on the different ones. One was that Graveyard song after they were burying Tom, and then the other one was actually the opening credits to this movie. Now, in 2011, they got a kind of refurbished and reprint. They got put back out. But then in 2013, they re-released the whole soundtrack for the entire movie. So that's kind of cool. But, I mean, for the type of movie it is, I gotta be honest, this one has always been one of my favorites. It doesn't really have the blood, and it doesn't really have anything that the normal modern horror movies would carry. What I love about it is that story, the storyline itself. Now, unfortunately, George Sanders, he took his own life shortly after filming this. He was going through a lot of bad things in his life at that time. He was heavy into drug use. Well, it was 1971. In fact, they shot all of his scenes inside of 10 days to save on money because he got paid more than everybody else in the entire cast.
Wow.
So it was like, but what it was his drug use had gotten so bad it started fucking with his cerebellum, creating speech problems, movement problems. He just, finally, I guess one night he had enough.
Maybe he thought he'd come back to life.
Yeah, it is kind of ironic he would do that right after shooting a film about 7 suicides. But maybe that was part of why he did it.
We wanted to see if he would come back.
No, I mean, maybe that's why he shot the movie.
Yeah, maybe.
So, that is Psychomania. I hope you guys had fun, and we will see you right here on the next Midnight Movie Vault. Say goodnight, Pam.
Good night.